Good afternoon, ladies. I promised I was going to show how to make this card, and then I played around here a little bit and came up with this one. These I got from the idea, Stampin' Up! Did a Pick 6 Wonder class and gave us a cutting guide for demonstrators here. Recently, it wasn't doing Christmas cards, but it was using DSP, any of the DSP that we have. So this is a nice way to use your 6x6 DSP. And so I just wanted to hop on here. I'm going to try to show you how I did this. So the first thing we're going to do is have, this actually had you start with 6 pieces of 6x6. This particular class that I did, but it was making a lot of cards. There were 4 different styles on this. There were 2 of them that I particularly liked. So those are the ones that I'm going to show you how to do. So the first thing that we're going to do is I have 2 pieces of DSP here from, this is one of the ones that is on sale right now. This is called Tidings of Christmas. If you got the paper share from the annual catalog, then you would have gotten this. Now I'm running into my stand. So we're going to start with cutting these 2 at 2.5. We're going to cut a 2.5 inch strip off, and that is what we're going to work with. And believe me, it is not so easy to try to look at this through the camera and keep them lined up. And so for that reason, I think I'm going to be safe and just cut one at a time. I could cut 2 at a time. There's one of our 2.5 inch strips. And I'm going to put the rest of that aside. I can use that later to make another set of these, or just use it for something else. And then I'm cutting another 2.5 inch strip. Now I'm going to cut, one of our cards takes a 2.5 inch square, so I'm going to cut 2.5 inches. That leaves me 3.5 inches by 2.5 here. So I need another 2.5 inch square. And we're going to cut that like that. Now these 2 pieces we'll use to make another card, so I'm going to put that to the side. These 2 squares are 2.5 inches. We're going to cut down one of the sides at 1 1/4 to 1 1/4. Now, my lighting is not so wonderful here. I'm going to try to, maybe I can put a pen mark on there at 1 1/4, and maybe not. Okay, so I am going to put it on the side at 1 1/4. It's here at 1 1/4. And I'm going to put my bar down. And I'm going to take my ruler and put it right here at 1 1/4, because that is where I want to stop. Now, if you're going to do these very much, I would put some kind of a mark. There is a line on there with measurements, but I'm just not, don't have my big light on here, and I'm not seeing it very well. I don't want to take your time away. So we're going to go from the edge to 1 1/4. Or 1 1/4 from each side, and we're going to go there. Okay, so I think we're going to be pretty good. This is making the quilted looking card. This one. So we're going to slide our two pieces together. And I didn't use this color before. Okay, so we're going to wiggle this one back out a little bit. We want that kind of lined up pretty good there. All right, now looking around here, I thought I had everything ready, but of course I didn't. These two flaps are going to fold back, and that's going to give you another color. So I'm going to do this, and we're going to do this. We'll see the front and the backs of both of our papers. So then I'm going to take a little Tombow, and here we go. Here is one of my adhesives. We're going to do this, and we're going to tape this one down. And we're going to tape this one down. I had to watch this a couple times to learn how to do it. Karen Titus, Stampin' on the Back Porch. I enjoy watching her videos. And she usually makes things look quick and easy. And sometimes she has some neat tricks that make things even easier. So you can do a lot of things with this. You can put it straight. And I just picked a matching color to this card, to this DSP. I usually look at the label and see what the colors are and pull from that. And this is Cherry Cobbler that I cut it at 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 since we're starting with a 2.5 inch piece. So you don't have to put a background on, but I like the look of that. You could put a bow on here. You could put some other kind of bling or trim. You can put it straight across, or you can put it diagonal. And then I just took the, this is the Merry Christmas from my Evergreen Elegance. That is a stamp set in our annual catalog. And I stamped it in my Cherry Cobbler. Ink is hiding from me just when I need it the most. And here we go. You just would not believe the mess around here. So I'm going to ink that. Now you could put a tag across here. You wouldn't have to give you some other dimension. You could put another color matting this. But I just wanted to keep it very simple. And there we go. There is our first card. Now, wasn't that just so quick and easy? Okay. Oh, I didn't fasten this down. And they're easy to mail because there's not a lot of height on anything. So there is that card. Okay, so remember we cut a 2.5 inch strip off of our 6x6. And this is what we had left. This is 3.5 by 2.5. So we're going to take this and cut it at 1 3/4, which is a half of the 3.5. We need 3 pieces. So we're going to have 4 here. We can play around with it and see what we want to use. I need to cut that at the right mark. Sorry about that. I bumped my camera stand. So actually we have 4 pieces. Now, I was bad. I didn't bring another piece of cardstock for a base, but I'm going to grab one real quick. And fortunately, I had a lot of these cut as a boo-boo. I do make boo-boos, big ones sometimes, and this was one of them. I was getting ready for one of the classes, and don't you know, I cut my cardstock in the wrong direction. So I just hold on to those for another time because I know I'll use them. So this is Evening Evergreen for the base, because that's one of the colors in our paper. And so for this one, you can use whatever you want. And I think I'm going to leave the red in there. I like a little red. I used the red in my other one. So I used a couple different prints from that same pack of paper. That's Tidings of Christmas. And you may have that. Now, you can do this a couple different ways. Some of the samples that I saw had the papers going this way and then like a tag across the middle. I wanted to use this new Christmas dies and set that I got. It is called Words of Cheer. It has framelits with it. Here is the stamp set. And this is one that I am making samples for the Movaless event. So you'll be seeing what I've been working on with that. But it has this happy and it has cheer words. It has these are all little berries. So you don't have to buy all the bling. You can use your pick tool, pick those up, and put them right on there. And then it has cheer. It has some holly leaves and stars, some flowers, little poinsettias. It's a nice set. And the words on it, the happy, I'm figuring I can use that happy for birthday or any other occasion. But I just like the words, so these are some of the other words that are on that set. But that one you can't order until August 3rd. Okay, so I'm holding on to that. All right. So I did pre-cut these, and the words come in a set of 2. You can use just the one, or you can layer it. And I could see this just by itself being used for a happy birthday card. So this, all right, that's ready. All right, so we're going to start, I think we'll start with the red on the center of here, and these go a little cockeyed. You could put them straight if you wanted. That you can have them up and down, you can have them a little sideways, like this maybe. I just kind of play around with it till I see something that I like. And let's see here. I'm going to try to show you some Christmas cards. It's time. I'm going to have a Christmas card class in October after we are done with the Movaless event in September. Then I'll work on a Christmas card class where it will be just Christmas cards. I will be doing some Christmas cards at our regular card classes in August. I will be doing one Christmas card along with the other cards that we're doing, and September probably the same, probably one. But then in October I'll have a class with just Christmas cards. And so this gets layered. I forget to keep watching and see if you can see me. That gets layered right on there, and I just think that is so pretty. All right, sorry about the throat and the allergies. I do know. And you could pop that up if you wanted. I'm just going to put it down right in the center. These cards that we're making today, you may even have some scraps around that you can use for this. And so then I'm just going to put, I used to think that like Happy Christmas was like not Christian, maybe. We needed to say Merry Christmas, but Happy Christmas is good. I think anyhow. It's just Merry has been the traditional. And so this Christmas is from that Words of Cheer stamp set. And I just stamped that in Cherry Cobbler. And I'm gonna cut down what I don't have any of the mini dimensionals out. What I usually do is just cut them in half. Cut them down. The regular dimensionals. Some people put a lot. I'm a little more sparing with my dimensionals than some people. So there we go. And there's my Christmas card. Now you could put some other things on here. You could put some twine, some gems, ribbon. You could, I would definitely put a white mat on the inside. But I actually think I like those colors a little better than the first one I made. It's a little brighter. So I thank you for watching. I hope you get some good ideas from what I've done here today, and have a good rest of the week.